I'm Lauren Vitale. On this episode of Lauren in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make margaritas. This is my recipe for it. This is how I like it, and I really think that some of you might find this recipe useful because Cinco de Mayo is right around the corner, and if you're over 21 and celebrating, there's no way better to start this off than with a margarita. Now, this is an alcoholic drink, but if you do not drink alcohol, don't you worry, because I do have an episode on how to make a virgin version of the traditional margarita. Okay, let's get right into it. The ingredients for it, they're super simple. You're just gonna need some tequila, fresh oranges, fresh limes, some superfine sugar. That's really all you're gonna need, and some ice. Now, there's so many variations of margaritas, but this is just how I like to make it. In this house, we love margaritas. It's our go-to drink. And we don't like to use the mix, the margarita mix, because it's so high in sugar. So I like to do it this way. It's fresh, it's delicious. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna make everything into my big pitcher. Now the only thing I'm gonna stress is that you use somewhat a good quality of tequila. We like Hornitos, it's our favorite kind, so that's what I'm using today. Now I'm gonna just measure it out, and this is gonna make a lot, so don't think that it's just my husband and I drinking this. So I'm gonna put everything in here, and now I'm gonna just juice my oranges and my limes. Whoa, it's a party already. The cap just flew off by itself. Now I'm just gonna juice some limes and some oranges. Nearly there with all of my limes. Okay, now I'm going to pour my orange and lime juice in with my tequila. It smells like a margarita. And to that, I'm going to add in some superfine sugar. Now, I'm using superfine sugar because this is a cold drink, so regular sugar is going to have a really difficult time to dissolve. If you don't have superfine sugar, you can make a simple syrup, and you can go ahead and check my quick tip video on how to make simple syrup, but it's basically equal parts water to sugar. Dissolve it, cool it, you're good to go. So I'm going to add just a little bit in here. Now just give this a stir for about 20 seconds just to kind of dissolve the sugar, and then we're going to finish it off. Now we need to add in some ice. Now you could do this in a shaker, but I personally like putting ice in it and just keeping it really cold. That's how I like a margarita anyway. Just put as much ice in here as you want. There's your ice. Give this a mix, and it's going to get so cold. I love that sound. Now I'm going to let that sit there for a couple minutes just to chill really well, and I'm going to rim my glass. Now I'm going to take one of my limes that I juiced, or you can take a piece of orange, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to rim the whole top of the glass with it. You can get rid of the pulp if you want. And I'm going to dip this in some sugar. Now traditionally it's salt. I don't like salt on my margarita. I like sugar. But you can put salt. You can put a combination of the two. I've done that because some of my friends like salt, some of us don't. So I do half and half, and it pleases all of us, which is fabulous. Okay, this is really nice and cold. Now, this is margarita on the rocks. If you want it frozen, put the whole thing in the blender, ice and all, and you get a nice frozen margarita. I like it on the rocks, so that's why I do it this way. There we go. Woo! Piece of lime. And we've got a margarita. Don't mind if I do. That is a fantastic margarita. It's not too sour. The tequila definitely comes through, so that's why I suggest getting a good kind that you like the flavor of. I'm going to go back to enjoy my margarita. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. Celebrate in style with a fabulous margarita. I'll see you next time. To get this recipe, you know where to go. www.laureninthekitchen.com. Ole.